Yeah, so I'll just do like a quick ninja trick here. I'm going to just put some kick parts down. That's fine. And for drum 2, I'm going to choose an open hi-hat sound and just place a load of steps on. So I'll just get rid of the kick drum for the moment. So hey, what we've got is a load of open hi-hat sounds. Now, obviously we can automate the parts here, so I have my decay part. So if I hit record, hold it down, so it's momentary record. Actually, use the right drum. It's a drum 2. There we go. So we can get like a open closed hi-hat part, no problem. That's fine. But one thing that somebody's discovered on the circuit owners group is that if we put a lot of distortion and shorten the decay and bring the volume of that cymbal sound right down, you can get a nice crack, a bit like a snare drum. So for this, I'm going to go to my velocity page and turn on the step record. And that's the sound I want to make a crack. So in actual fact, no, what I'll do is this one, I'm just going to tweak this. Actually, this bottom row, of course, and take the distortion off, put the filter in the right place, and put the pitch in the right place. And this is going to reset the sound back to normal. So I'm going to duplicate this to here. Now, on this step, I'm going to go a bit crazy with the distortion. Shorten the decay, bring the pitch right down, and just use the filter to bring that down a touch as well. So here we get a kind of, it's not a real snare, but it's a nice cracky sort of sound like a snare. And if I duplicate that to there, what we should find now is, okay, we should find that we've got an open hi-hat, closed hi-hat, and a type of snare sound there. So now we've just used 2 tracks. We've just used the drum 1 and drum 2, and we've managed to get 3 different sounds out of those, well, 4 different sounds out of those drum parts. So I'll do my old favourite trick of just putting a bit of distortion on the kick. There we go. Maybe we can add, I don't know, let's put some stabby chords. These are samples I've put into the circuit. So I'll just choose this one and then once again I'm just going to tune these up. So go to my velocity page, put it into step record mode, and I can audition the sound. And now I can just tune it up as I want. Not being very accurate here, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we have a listen back now. Maybe add a bit of, oh, I see what we could do. We could add a step effect. Why not? So if I go back to this part, I'm going to go to velocity page so I can audition the part, get this one, put it into record mode, select that step, go to my effects page, and which part was it? It was this one. So I'll add some reverb onto there, and then on the next step here, go back to my effects page and take the reverb off. So now we have reverb just on that step. So, what we should have, let's see. So we've added a step effect on there. So you can add step effects on different pages as well, which is really quite nice. Excellent. So I'll just put a quick synth part in here. Find the right key. Right, I think it's going to be an F C sharp. Oh, it's a little bit out of tune because of the chord that I've used, but no matter. What I was going to do then is just show you how we can use the Launch Control XL going into MIDI via a host to MIDI converter, and we can use the Launch Control XL as an extra set of controls for the synth. So there's the filter, there's the resonance, there's the mixer for the 2 oscillators, oscillator 2, oscillator 1, pitch. So I've got a whole load of extra controls over the synth engine, and of course my macros are still working as well. So you can use a combination of the 2. So you get a really crazy sound, and this is just from the straightforward first preset sound. We've got a decay here as well. So we've got all of these extra controls for the synth engine plus the macro controls all going into one. So there's a few tips and tricks on Circuit, Launch Control XL, the step editing as well, and you know that little technique of using open hi-hats, closed hi-hats, and using the parameters here to make that kind of crack sound for a sort of snare sound, to give you, you know, 4 drum parts on 2 tracks is pretty nice as well. So there it is. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You've got some exclusive power tricks there.
Yeah.
So yeah.